Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Beginner's Guide of Factorio. My name's Root Negative, and let's get cracking. Today we're going to be moving well and truly beyond the bounds of beginners. Let's be honest, right? If you've built a factory, anything like this, you're not a beginner anymore. You're well and truly on your way to mastering the game. So let's get cracking. Let's get a little bit fancy. What we're going to do today is we're going to begin changing our oil build to accept combinator commands. But that's in a little bit. First things first, I've implemented the smart loader here on this station. If you're interested in learning about this, check out my tutorial that I released. It's just called Madzuri Smart Loader, I think. It's designed by Madzuri, and it's very, very simple. But I wanted to show you guys this something really quickly, because I don't think that people would have realized that you can do this. Now you notice that I have sulfur on the right hand side and plastic on the left hand side, but I only have one combinator. What you can do in these arithmetic combinators is you can use something called the each input. And what it does is it takes each input and then does the operation. And then you can output each of them. So you can see here that I'm taking each input signal, I'm multiplying them all by 1 over minus 7, and we are coming out with two different output signals. Okay, these are all sent into the inserters, and they control themselves all using one combinator, which is quite wonderful. So this is going to just balance itself out right now. You can see that this is working its way up to what the rest of them had, and this was because I had an even. I just changed the boxes over, and they were already half full, and so. Right now, it's just trying to even itself out, which it will do. So this is really good. So we've got this set up. I've put in a whole bunch of pumps everywhere, and that's waiting to accept our commands. Now, when we hook these into the network, okay, these will accept a wire condition. So that means we can control them from wherever we want. Are you excited yet? Oh, I'm excited for this. First things first, though, we're going to build a petroleum gas to solid fuel manufacturing, and we need to put it somewhere here. Ish. I kind of want to put it here, but you know, we're going to use. Oh, how many of these are we going to use? We come down here with it, maybe. Everything's just in the way right now. We've got plenty of lube. Or do we just do something like this, right? We pick this up and we pick this up. Yes, I've turned that off. That's okay. And we will. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to go 1. Actually, come up a little bit. We're going to go 1, 2, space 1, 2. Now, we need to give this the instruction of solid fuel, petroleum gas to solid fuel. We need to give it some pumps. Yeah, I like doing it like this, I think. Go here and here. Then what we can do is we can just bring this over and then pipe it out from here. Okay. I think that's a good solution. Okay, so that's all hooked up. This is now crafting solid fuel from petroleum gas. Quite nice. Now, what I would like to do here is just amend these lines a little bit. Okay, this is fine. Need some inserters. Inserter. We'll balance this belt. Wonderful. Okay, so this is now going to be able to use the excess petroleum gas and throw it into solid fuel. This is great news. Rightio, let us begin the task of building our combinator system. Now, I want it to control pretty much everything over here in the oil, and I wrote a list. Now, let me just bring it up here on the screen. You see that this is the rough things that I want to do, and it's actually given me an instruction list of what I need to create now. And I think that the first things we're going to do is we're going to start with the plastic production and the sulfur production. We'll start there with those. I'm thinking this is going to run over to 2 episodes, and that's just to make sure that it doesn't get too heavy. Notice the smart loader loading itself evenly. How nice is that? So let's begin. We will start with a power pole. Now, what we want to do is we want to control how much of the sulfur and the plastic is being put aside. So we come back to the game. We've got all these chests, right? And they for the sulfur, it can take 2.4 thousand per box. Okay, so it's 4,000 times 7. So that means that if this is 100% full, okay, if this is 100% full, it will have 16.8k in it. So if we multiply this, right, by 0.9, we'll come up with a number of 15,000. Remember that, 15,000. So we want to say that whenever we've got 15,000 sulfur just waiting at the station, we don't want to make any more sulfur, right? So let's implement that right now. So we're going to need a couple of combinators. We'll build these. I'll throw it down. Now, something important about combinators is this side is the input side, this is the output side, right? So the first things first is we've got to take this signal, right, this green wire signal, and we need to bring it over to our build that we're doing. You see here that I've got this signal. I need to bring it over here. Very important step, because you got to measure what you're about to do. Okay, hopefully that's going to reach. It's not going to reach. I'm disappointed. Oh boy. Where is? Sometimes when the computer doesn't want to do it, you just need to do it manually yourself. Okay, perfect. So we'll hook this green wire to here, green wire to here, green wire to here, green wire to here. Rightio. So what we want to do is we want to have a look in this combinator. We want to have a look at the sulfur. We want to say, all right, well, when sulfur is greater, okay, than the number of 15,000, we're going to do something. Okay, we're going to output a signal. We're just going to make it a random signal, and we're going to output a signal of 1. Okay, so that means it's true. Actually, hold on. I'm going to make this less than, because these accept, like, these turn on with a signal. They don't turn off with a signal. So this is going to give us a signal when we don't have enough of that thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to hook this. Actually, we'll make this a little bit easier to envision, I think. Yep. So we'll go with red wire. Sure. So we'll ask our combinators, right, to carry all of our command signals on red wire and all of our measurement signals on green wire. I think that's probably a nice, easy way of showing you guys. Now, this red wire we need to run over here to our pumps, okay, because these are going to... why is that not working? Okay, so our pumps now have this red wire signal. So basically, we just want to say, right, when it's signal 0, okay, when you receive a signal of 0 greater than 0, that is to say you have a signal, I want you to turn on. Very, very easy, okay? Now this is going to steadily use up the petroleum, and get to a stage where it's not actually working anymore. So this is our sulfur. We need to do our plastic next. So we'll throw down another combinator. I'll actually break this up a little bit. Just give it a little bit more space. Okay, same kind of thing. Now, something to be aware of, these take 4.8k per chest. So we'll need to do a new calculation here. So it's 4,800 times 7, which is 33.6. If we times that 0.9 to get 90%, we're looking at a number of 30,000. Okay. So this one was less than 15,000. This one's now going to be less than 30,000, if I can find the right thing. Plastic, less than 30,000. Okay, that is to say that we don't have enough at the station. And when we don't have enough at the station, we're going to output a signal of 1. All right. Now, what we're going to do with this red wire now is we need to hook this up to our plastic production. Because this is our instruction, right, to say that, hey, we don't have enough plastic waiting at the station. We need to build more plastic. We'll just wire this up like so. Now you may ask the question, oh, do I need to use combinators? No, you don't. Of course you don't. You can do an oil build without combinators at all. There's no requirement. This is just if you want to make your factory just that little bit smarter. So we've got signal of 1. We want to set this up to be a signal of 1 greater than 0. Now, why is it greater than 0? And why do you not just say equal to 1? Well, greater than 0 catches everything that's greater than 0. So if there is a signal, if, for example, you have this random situation where the signal isn't exactly 1, it might be 2, something gets crossed, your entire build will come to a grinding halt. Is basically the answer to this. Okay, this is fine. Okay, we're just copy and pasting these instructions across all the pumps. Wonderful. Look, we're closing in on our rocket silo research. This is great. We'll copy, we'll paste, paste, and paste. Wonderful. Our calculator's still on the screen. I'll turn that off. So right now we've got 2 controllers, right? And they're controlling our plastic and they're controlling our sulfur. Now you'll notice that our sulfur isn't running right now, and that's because we've got enough weighting. This is good because we're now not just having useless materials sitting around on the belt. And the reason I'm timesing by 0.9 is so that it's 90%. So it's 90% full. We got 90% of our maximum capacity waiting here, and that's what we're basing our construction decision on. So we've got this and we've got that. When I say this and that, I mean we've got our sulfur controlled. We've got our plastic controlled. What else do we want to control? Well, looking at our list, we also had petroleum gas to solid fuel when petroleum gas is greater than 90%. We've also got petroleum gas to solid fuel when we've got both plastic and sulfur full. Okay, these are the kind of the conditions that we're looking for. So that basically all of our extra petroleum gas is just getting thrown into solid fuel when we get to that stage. We've also got heavy oil to lube and heavy oil to solid fuel. Now this is something that I'd like to do right now. Now to do this, what we're going to do, or what we need to do first, is create some sort of measurement of what we have in terms of our raw products. So coming back to the game, we will hook up the tanks. Yes, you can connect tanks. We'll just connect these up together. We will connect this to here. Now, it doesn't matter that I'm just using the same wire to connect them all, because they're going to travel on different channels, basically. Okay, so you can see here that I've got the 3 signals, and now all I need to do is just bring it up here to my control panel. This, yeah, need more. if more. Oh boy. And we'll just run this in here. Right, so you can see now we're starting to get some signals going. And when we've got a good amount of signals, we're going to be controlling quite a few things just with some simple combinators. Right, so the instruction is, okay, when we have enough lube, I need to measure lube too then. That is the case. All right, so let's hook this up here. And potentially something else we could do is actually get our crackers expanded out to include oh wow, I'm going nowhere with that line. Boy. I promise one day I'll fix the power lines. One day. Yeah, get our crackers to include heavy oil as well, because right now we've got light oil being cracked to petroleum gas. We could potentially expand that to include heavy oil to light oil, okay? Because that's something else that we could do. Now we've got this hooked in. Now we have a way of measuring our lube. So we will get a combinator. We'll stamp this down. Put it up here. And we'll connect it with a green wire. Now we want to say, right, when we've got 90%, or less than 90% rather, we're going to order this little pump here to work. We're going to need to hook this into the network as well. See, we've got that line there. So this is going to be a red wire because it's going to be an instruction wire. Here. And we're going to hook this to, yeah. Quite annoying that the music stopped. Oh, music. That's the combinator's curse. You're supposed to working again. Ah! Hey, look! Knew it. Knew it. I knew it was listening to me. Right, so we've got this hooked in now, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up a signal that when we've got more than 90%, so right now these hold 2,500 each, and if there's 4 of them, that means there's 10,000. So basically, when there's a signal of lube greater than 9,000, we want to tell those pumps to, or rather less than 9,000. Less than 9,000, because it's always less than. Because they can't accept a, like they accept a signal to turn on, they don't accept a signal to turn off. You know, you got to reverse it. You can also base this on fluids. Okay, so we've got a signal of when it's less than 9,000, we're going to output a command of number 2. Because this one's doing 1, this one's doing 0, 1, 0, 2. And we're going to put this into the red wire. Yeah. Okay, so basically the red wire now, provided it's connected with this, it's going to be a signal of 2 greater than 0. Right? Now this is going to be a signal of 3 greater than 0. Because this is the next set of combinators that we're going to set up. And we need to hook this red wire in. I think this is the most easiest way of doing it. Go here, 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 here. Wait, please. Yeah. Right, wonderful. So the next combinator. We'll put it here. Now it's going to be a green wire. Now this green wire, what it's going to do is it's going to control our solid fuel production, our heavy oil to solid fuel. Now we want this to work only when the lube is greater than 9,000. Okay, so it's kind of the opposite of this instruction here. This is less than 9,000. So what we'll do is we'll actually copy and paste this instruction over, and we'll just flip this to greater than, and we'll change this to signal 3. Easy as pie. That to there, and that to there. Okay, nice. So we've got, yep, that an output a signal of 3. Nice. So this is now working, right? It's accepting that signal because we've got more than 90% over here. And that is the... that's a fairly good effort for one episode, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in the next episode, I will come back and we will have a look at the petroleum gas overflow. So when we're changing that petroleum gas into solid fuel, that's what we're going to tackle in the next episode, along with some other things, I think. I don't know. Did I control my plastic? I did, didn't I? Plastic. Yep, we did. Wonderful. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.